This is the MVA Reptile podcast with Kick and Wolf. Make sure you go to kicksballs.com. They got balls to the walls.
And that's a type of python, so all you out there, keep your mind out of the gutter.
Okay, today this is a special episode with Devin, our guest. Say hi, Devin.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good, Devin. How are you going? How's life?
I'm doing good.
All right.
Alright, guys. So this is our poison expert we got here.
I bet. What kind of poisonous snakes you got, Devin? What kind of poisonous snakes you got?
Our poison expert. No, guys.
Unfortunately, I don't own anything poisonous. There are poisonous snakes out there, like the key back and a couple species of garter snakes. But I do have some venomous. I got some cobras, and I've got a bunch of rattlesnakes, and some different type of vipers.
All right.
Cool.
So, guys, for this episode, this will be our second episode of the podcast. We have Devin here to talk to us about his collection, different things about handling venomous snakes. We have a couple different articles for you, and a different reptile show we've been talking about. So, I guess, without further ado, we get started. So,
Okay, so Devin, what is the difference between poisonous and venomous?
a lot of people
Like, what's
get
the
that
difference?
mixed up.
I know a lot of people don't know what the difference is. Hello?
Oh, your audio is cutting it out and like skippy. The difference
Phone
between
connection.
poison and venom. While venom is a poison has to be ingested, whereas venom is a specialized poison that has to be injected into the bloodstream.
Interesting.
So, it's come to my knowledge that you actually own some venomous snakes.
Yeah, because you
Yes,
just
sir.
said that like 2 minutes ago.
Yes, I do.
What kind of stuff you got?
I own mainly monocled cobras because I like those a lot. But I have monocled cobras, Nyachaeothea. I have Javan spitting cobras, Nias butatrix. I have a red spitting cobra, which is Nyapelida. I have a bunch of various rattlesnakes. I have Western Diamondbacks, Crotalus atrox.
Whoa! Vitalis Atrox? What?
Crotalus
What
atrox.
kind of communism is that? Speak English, commie! Speak English!
Inglés.
Yeah, English!
You have to learn your
Wait, what'd you say
You
there?
have to learn your scientifics because, for instance, you have to learn your scientifics. For instance, I go to the hospital and I say, I got bit by a copperhead. How are they going to know if I got bit by a Catortrix or if I got bit by an Australian copperhead?
Oh, very interesting.
They don't know. Unless I get a
that's
scientific
actually
name.
not very interesting. Anyways, so, what would it be like if, say, I was to go and get bit by, I don't know, some sort of cobra or rattlesnake? What kind of, like, what would it be like?
Well, all venom induces some sort of pain. If you got bit by cobras, have neurotoxin, so it depends on the species of cobra. Like a monocled cobra has hemotoxin as well as neurotoxin. So, and it's also cytotoxic. So, it's going to eat at your flesh as well as affect your nervous system and eventually begin to paralyze your lungs, and your lungs are going to stop working.
Does that hurt?
It's, from what I'm told, it's very painful.
Wow.
What about, like, so, you talk about spitting cobras. Would you like to explain kind of, like, what they do?
Like, do they really spit at you, or what goes on there?
They come at you sideways?
Yeah.
Well, if you take and you look at a non-spitting cobra, and you look at their fangs, they're hollow with the hole being at the bottom of the fang. A spitting cobra has a hollow fang, and the hole is at the front of the fang. So what happens is they have this high-pressure delivery system, kind of like a hypodermic needle. And when they open their mouth up, and wherever they look pretty much is where the venom's going to go. So they open up and they squeeze high pressure out the venom, and it comes out the holes in the front of the fangs, and then launches.
All right.
Very interesting.
All right, guys. So we're gonna come back to Devin. So he'll be here helping us the whole time, commenting, and we're gonna go back to Kick right now. He actually has a story about somebody who took painted turtles literally. Take it away.
Okay, so painted turtles literally. So there was a reptile show in Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Reptile Expo. a guy on his table had something called baby ninja turtles. And they had color. their shells were colored blue, red, orange, and purple. And basically, the guy was telling people that it had the glowfish gene. It was genetically modified to be like that. But most likely they were actually painted with acrylic paint, probably. So the painted turtles. Devin, what do you think about this? Like, is this right to do? Like, what's going on here?
Well, at first thought, I thought it was hilarious, and I was like, oh my gosh, why have I never thought about that? Ninja Turtles, and I was like, no, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think it's funny. It's a funny joke. It's just as funny as taking a piece of bread and putting it in a deli cup and labeling it captive bread. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, that's cool. But then people are saying something about like the paints actually like make their shells not breathable and could be harmful and toxic to them. So I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, it's wrong. But I'd have to see the actual scientific, breakdown on it to make my point or my opinion. But if it is harmful to the animal, then yeah, it's wrong. If it's not harmful, then it's no different from painting hermit crab shells, in my opinion.
Yeah, we all enjoy a nice, detailed hermit crab shell once in a while.
Yep.
Oh yeah, especially little ones that look like turtles.
But painting turtles is wrong, people. It's wrong. Okay.
All right. So, last episode, we talked about
some good stuff.
the laws now passed about newts. Devin,
Newts!
we've told you about these laws about the newts, about how you can't transport them past state lines. I'm going to ask, what's your opinion on this? Because I know you work a lot with reptiles and stuff, and what do you feel about this with newts and how maybe will affect sales at all? Like income of different people,
And what about the people who just have newts and salamanders? Because there are breeders that just breed newts and salamanders.
How will this affect them?
I think that law is absolutely retarded. Excuse my wording, but in my opinion, it's just as retarded as the Lacey Act of burns and retics and anacondas.
We also mentioned that
it's an infringement upon our rights. If an animal is, I can see it banning the importation to protect a species, yeah. But to ban the complete interstate transport is dumb. Like they're not. To my knowledge, they're not really an invasive species, and if that's the case, then they need to do something different. But if you have a captive bred specimen, especially, you should be able to transport it wherever you want to within the state.
This is true. Even if they are an invasive species, what is a newt gonna do? Like a newt. Newts don't eat fish or anything. They don't kill animals. They're just bottom feeders, basically. Like, what are they gonna come out of the water and kill babies?
I mean, I guess they might have some sort of impact, but to me, it's just hurting. There are people out there who just breed salamanders and newts and stuff like that, and you're just basically killed their whole living because you don't like newts and salamanders. Well, I don't like the president of the United States being in a position in our government, but do I say that can't exist? No.
That is true.
All right, so I don't know. I think we're gonna move on to our next article here, guys. We've got an article about a more recent frog that they've been found. Now, it's been called the nosy tree frog or a Pinocchio tree frog. Now, pretty much this frog was discovered in Indonesia in 2008. And the reason it's called a Pinocchio frog is because it's got an elongated nose on the front of it. Now, it was found on the Foja Islands, and please excuse me if I'm saying that wrong.
Foja.
But it's only found in a few places in the world, pretty much just the Foja Islands. And we don't know much about this species because this is pretty much relatively new. But it is hypothesized.
So why is it called the Pinocchio frog?
Because of the nose.
Oh.
No,
so it's got a big nose.
It does. It's been hypothesized that the nose inflates to help it call, and it would increase the calling range of just such a little frog. Kind of like if they expand their throat, and it's been said that the nose will kind of go up with it, fill up with air, and go back down. Now, let's see. Now, not much is known about this species of frog so far. People are doing more research on them. And we honestly don't know much right now about them, but it will be interesting. I'm hoping to see something like this soon in the pet trade because I would much enjoy having an animal like this.
Now, are they like a smaller tree frog or kind of medium, like regular size?
It is quite a small tree frog.
Small tree frog?
Yes, it's more on the smaller side than anything.
Now, Devin, being a reptile businessman as yourself are, how much do you think something like this would be? How much would a Pinocchio tree frog go for? What do you think?
I don't know. Would people even take it serious, or would they think you were lying about it?
I mean, here's
no pun intended. But no, I don't. I mean, that's a really cool frog. I think it'd probably be. I don't even know. Like, I couldn't even price that. That's just like, I would want one, and I would be willing to pay myself, like, you know, $50 to $100 for that frog.
Man,
his nose inflates. Especially if I was the only one that had one, I'd probably pay more than that.
That's true.
I just bought a Cobra recently. That, according to the guy who produced it, it's the only one known in the world. So I was pretty excited about that.
all right.
Pretty interesting.
So, we want your opinion, since you're another person. We talked in our first episode about different reptile shows and things like that in Steel City. What's your opinion on different shows? Like, do you have a favorites? Do you have different things to find? Like, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, can you repeat that question? I'm sorry.
Your opinion on, like, different kind of reptile shows. Kind of things like that. Like, we talked about them in the first episode about Steel City and how that one went. But, like, how's your opinion of how they go?
How about a perspective through like a customer? Like, what would be the best show for a customer to go to see cool animals at a good price?
In my opinion, my all-time favorite that I've been to is the Hamburg, Pennsylvania show. It's got such a huge diversity of animals, from venomous to monitors to crocodilians, frogs. You know, it's just a little bit of everything, and I like that. So I think that's the key for customers is just having a diversity. You can't have 1.2 million crested geckos like we saw at Tinley. I felt like that's all that was going on at Tinley was crested geckos, and you just can't do that in a show. I mean, would you agree? You guys were, or Johnny, you were at Tinley, so.
Tinley. I don't know. Like, for a customer, Tinley it's a huge show. I mean, if you're around Chicago, yeah, go to Tinley. It's cool.
I have not been yet. I'm hoping to do soon.
Chicago.
But we also saw what we saw was 1.2 million crested geckos, just like what we saw in New Hampshire. And you got to have more of a diverse.
That was your question.
Okay. Crested geckos.
Okay, I wasn't really listening to you because Wolf over here was distracting me. But that's when like the most diverse shows, like like Hamburg's a good one. I love the White Plains, New York show. A lot of cool stuff there. You won't see any venomous stuff there, but a lot of cool, more expensive stuff there. It's pretty cool.
Now,
yeah, I haven't made it up to White Plains yet.
I mean, the Daytona, Florida show is pretty nuts. There's a whole lot of vendors there with a whole lot of stuff there.
Yeah, I'd like to go to that.
Insane amount of monitors. Insane.
I want to check out Texas Reptile Expo. I hear those are some of the best.
I heard Texas is pretty good too. What do you think about that, Wolf? Think Texas would be a good show? Texas?
I would enjoy going down there.
Reptile show in Texas?
Yeah.
I prefer to go to the shows with warmer climates where you can actually find reptiles outside. That's pretty fun.
Right. There's nothing better than herping and going to an expo all in one day.
Going out herping.
All right, so...
Now, can you explain what herping means? Because I'm sure people out there are going to be like, herpes?
Herping is the act of going out and looking for reptiles in the wild.
Okay. Just to get that straight for out there, your audience, herp is also reptile. Herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians.
Herpetoculture is the keeping of reptiles.
And herpes is a horrible disease. Okay,
All right, so since we brought you in, though, as our venomous expert, can you kind of explain to people, say somebody wants to potentially own some venomous snakes, like kind of like the procedures that go down to doing that,
Like
how
the
to handle
safety,
them.
how to be safe, how to not to get bit, what to do when you get bit, what stuff do you need, stuff
you,
like that.
you know what I mean? Even just how to get them, like kinds of permits. You want to just start talking about that?
The biggest thing to do is start by researching your state laws as well as your local law, because in a lot of states where it's legal, there's still townships where you can't have them. Like here in Pennsylvania, you can own venomous reptiles, but I believe in Erie, the city of Erie, you cannot possess venomous reptiles. So you have to research your state laws as well as your local laws to see where permits are required, or if any. And then from there, it's 80%, 90% common sense. So,
pretty interesting.
It's all about common sense and exercising safety as well as having protocols. The best thing to do is try to get a mentor to teach you, the ropes and show you things before you actually just jump in and buy a venomous snake.
What would your suggestion be for, say, a starter for a venomous snake?
Now, I heard you, Devin, say a lot, like, you hear all the time people want gaboon vipers and stuff like that, like...
Yeah, I hear a lot of people, everybody seems to want an albino monocle cobra and a gaboon viper. While, there is no true beginner venomous snake would say is the best to start with is what you're interested in, because within reason, because if you're not interested in it, then you're not gonna learn. So saying if I was get a black mamba, that'd be kind of start black mamba, but if get a mentor and what you like. If you like copperheads, then go out and purchase copperhead, keep it at your mentor's house, go up there and work with it, and once he thinks you're ready, then you're ready to go with it.
Interesting. Pretty cool.
I mean, not everybody has access to mentors, but if you don't, the biggest thing is if you don't have common sense, then you have no business keeping reptiles. You gotta be patient. You have to be safe. You have to be able to use the proper equipment, and so things like getting an aggressive like northern water snake, or snakes that are really aggressive and want to come after you, and practice hooking them and keeping them and treating them as they're venomous will help prepare you for actual venomous.
Pretty sweet.
Well, thank you, Devin, for sharing your information with us. Now, here's another pretty interesting story. This one's also about turtles. It's almost turtle night. We should have brought a turtle guy, but instead we have a venomous guy.
Name will be turtle night.
Whatever.
Name of the video
Anyway,
turtle.
so there was a red-eared slider that was abandoned in a cage. Now, it doesn't really give the whole story. Like there's some holes in the story to me, but whatever. Like, it was found in a cage, and the water was frozen, and the turtle was frozen in the water too, and it was given to the SPCA. Now that's pretty crazy, but the SPCA actually revived the turtle. It survived. They put heat pads on it, and it unfroze, and it lived. It's pretty crazy. An animal getting totally frozen but living. What do you think about that, Wolf?
I think it's pretty crazy something like that could happen. Plus it being a cold-blooded animal. I guess I could see it because they'll slow down as they get colder. What's your opinion, Devin?
I think that's really cool, and I've seen it with like insects and frogs where they can actually freeze and come back, and I kind of like thought maybe you could do that with turtles in a sense, because they do live underwater, but I've never seen it. So, but I think that's really unique and interesting.
Now, the worst part of the whole story is that they named the turtle Elsa from the movie Frozen.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Exactly. Alright, guys, so...
That's like an insult.
Keeping it, I guess tonight's gonna be pretty much turtle talk.
Turtle talk!
I think we're gonna continue
Talk
now
about turtles.
with a story. So this happened a couple weeks ago in Germany. It goes, Germans were hunting a snapping turtle after reportedly a boy was swimming in a lake, and the snapping turtle grabbed onto his ankle and started biting him and attacking him. So, pretty much a group of more than over 50 firefighters and tons of volunteers had to drain this lake, almost completely drain, and spent pretty much a while, I could say, hunting through the mud and the grass around this lake, trying to find the snapping turtle. And they deployed special canine units to help find this. Now, how do you train a canine unit to find a turtle? I mean,
Now, I have a question real quick. Now, so the snapping turtle bit the boy's leg?
yes,
Did someone go in the water and go, yay, yay, live action? Is that how it happened?
No.
Turtle moron. Oh gosh.
But no, I
That
guess
whole story sounds just
sketchy.
absolutely mind-bogglingly stupid. Like, I mean, how do we know this kid actually got bit by a snapping turtle if nobody saw the snapping turtle?
Well,
You know, how is it not? What if it was a big fish and like why the use of canines? Like, was he smuggling drugs? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't really understand how a canine, like a dog or something, could like smell the water. That's pretty weird.
well, we'll give you a couple things. Snapping turtles are among one of the largest freshwater turtles, and some of them can weigh over 100 kilograms. You know, and authorities now believe that a pet owner must have released this turtle into the lake without anybody knowing, pretty much, to have the thing living there.
It's automatically a pet owner.
Oh yeah, they assume the pet
Stinky pet owners
You
owning
know,
reptiles.
in my opinion, like you said, it was a child.
owner. Yeah, it was an 8-year-old boy.
You know, when I lived in New York, there was a call for a possible rattlesnake bite to a child. It was like a 7-year-old child or something like that, and this kid went into shock, and they thought it was an envenomation, only to find out that it was never envenomated. It was just like a black rat snake or something that had bit this little child. So to me, it could have just been an over exaggeration on the child's part.
Well, they put up a over $1,000 bounty for whoever would find this turtle in the lake. What is it? They said that the village in the town is outraged because this is one of the nicer lakes, and they're very sad to see something like this happen. Somebody getting attacked by a snapping turtle.
What was the location again? Where
This
was
is in
this
Germany.
Germany? Oh boy.
999.
I don't even. It's absolutely. It's a crazy story.
They're afraid. They state in here that they're afraid that their children will no longer want to come to the lake and swim again because it was a great lake, I guess, to swim in. And they're afraid just because of this turtle that it would happen again and somebody else could get attacked.
I can see that, why people would be afraid.
But
I'd be afraid too.
Personally, I don't swim in lakes just because I'm afraid of sharks.
Now, they did capture the turtle, and they've asked the family of the boy who got bit has asked the mayor, who I guess had this all arranged, to not kill the turtle, but rather take it to a zoo. And the boy's doing fine, and now he wants to become a natural scientist when he grows up and study things like turtles.
Well, I'll give that mayor a thumbs up because, like, if that happened in America, they'd be like, "We gotta find that thing. We gotta kill it, and eat it."
Well, they did find it, and what it says here is, now that they've taken up with the turtle hunt, a local bakery has offered the turtle bread, and they would be a graffiti artist took a picture of the turtle and painted it up on the town hall.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Some experts came in. I don't know what expert turtle hunters.
Experts.
Came in and helped search for the turtle, and they also came in to check out the lake for any other predators to prevent any further incidents. And they were thinking that the turtle could be sinking deeper into the mud to kind of hide. So that's why pretty much nobody's found it, because a bunch of almost hundreds of people flocking around this lake trying to find this turtle. I mean, I'd be scared too.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't even know what to say. Like, that's just. I would like to see a video of this whole thing happening.
Yeah.
No,
I think it's funny that they sent the local bakeries put out bread to try to get the turtle up. Like,
It's pretty cool.
Right?
when's the last time you fed your turtle bread?
Like, here, fishy.
Nice ham sandwich.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Snapping turtles don't eat bread.
Supposedly they eat children.
Yeah, apparently they only eat children.
They do.
Yeah.
It's true. I've seen it.
You seen
My
it?
own eyes.
This man next to me is dead. He got eaten by a snapping turtle.
I know.
This is his ghost. I'm actually very terrified right now. Somebody please help.
I kind of wish we could have the turtle moron give us his opinion on this whole story.
Yeah, turtle around. Man, I wish we had a turtle guy on here right now, like Jay. That'd be awesome. We need to get now. This guy, our turtle expert, is named Jay. He's awesome. We gotta get him on the show. Gotta get him on the show.
No.
Wolf wants it.
No.
Wolf wants Jay to sit right next to him on the show. Yeah.
Leave this video. From now on, it'll just be Kicking Devin's talk.
Kicking Devin talk.
Oh.
Wolf, get up. Come on.
All right. Yeah, so that pretty much concludes the turtle talk.
Turtle talk is over. Oh, I'm sad now. So hey Devin, do you know what the it's pretty hard to pronounce, like Taratu or something, the really rare New Zealand lizard?
Tuatara?
Yes, Tuatara. Yes.
Yeah, Tuataras. I just saw that they just successfully hatched one outside of New Zealand.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. Because I researched them years ago, and I don't remember much on them. But if I remember correctly, they take like 75 years to even reach sexual maturity to breed. And they only breed like once.
Wow.
Something like that. It's something ridiculous. They take forever to actually breed, and they only have like one egg. So
I'm sorry for all you breeders out there. You're gonna have to wait 75 years.
And I guess it's extremely hard.
I mean, don't quote me on that. But if I remember correctly, there's like a ridiculous amount of time.
Wow.
And they're just, I mean, they're not even a lizard. They're their own family of reptile.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, they're basically dinosaurs. They never really evolved, really. I mean, they probably got smaller, but that was probably about it.
So, how do you say it again?
Tuatara.
Tuatara.
Tuatara. That sounds like communism. But go ahead.
It says here that only 32, they've only found them surviving in only 32 offshore islands from New Zealand. And pretty much they say a lot of predators are known to prey on their eggs and young, and as well as they compete for invertebrate foods, pretty much bugs. They have to compete for that, so it's harder for them to survive.
And for all your dum-dums out there that don't know where New Zealand is at, it's by Australia.
Does it say how long they take to reach sexual maturity?
Look that up, Wolf, right now.
I will.
Look that up. Me and Devin are going to have a conversation.
Because if I remember correctly, it's like an insane amount of time.
Probably.
I was once offered a pair of Tuataras for one time on Facebook. Some guy was trying to sell them to me.
I would have called
BS. I was quite interested. I was like, nobody in the world privately owns Tuataras.
I bet you would have got arrested.
I feel like either that or he was pulling some BS.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, it definitely was pulling some BS, trying to hustle me for some money and
Nigerian prince.
Nigerian prince.
Wants bank account. Did he want your offshore bank account? Was he gonna transfer some funds with the lizard? All right, so have a conversation.
So Devin, we possibly next episode we're gonna have this guy, the man, the myth, the legend, Triple Nipple.
Triple Nipple.
Have you ever met this guy named Triple Nipple?
I have never met Triple
Nipple. Oh man, well you're gonna possibly next episode.
I have heard stories and stories about him in Cowtown Reptile.
Cowtown Reptile. That's tomorrow, Saturday.
It is tomorrow. I was thinking about possibly, just maybe, it's a slight chance of driving out there to go see it.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So anyway, for all you out there that don't know who Triple Nipple is, which is a lot of people, Triple Nipple's this guy from Ohio, from the south of Ohio, and he's a reptile guy on a pet store, and he has a reptile show called Cowtown Reptile Show in Columbus, Ohio.
Definitely do not check that out.
I think you should go check that out. I heard it was an awesome show. I heard it was the best.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna interrupt here for you, Devin. Pretty much they don't stop growing until they're about 30, but you actually quite off. They don't reach maturity until they are 13 to 20 years old.
Oh, okay. But that's still
It's
a
still
long
a lot,
time.
yeah.
That is a long time.
I mean, you get
Maybe,
like,
maybe they live like 75 years. I don't know.
But that's probably they probably live
they
for a
can
long
live
time.
up to 100 years in the wild.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
That's
So that's
insane.
what it is. They live a really long time, but it takes them 13 years to actually be able to
And-
breed. Which is,
It says here.
I mean, if you look at timber rattlesnakes in the northern parts, it takes them 7 to 11 years to actually reach sexual maturity.
and then
That's
you get
why
like a
their
bearded
populations
dragon
are
takes
so
them
low
like
as well.
a bearded dragon takes them like 2.
Or
So, I
like a
mean,
king rock monitor that takes 6 months to reach sexual
Right.
maturity.
Right.
It says some experts believe, however, they can live up to 200 years old in captivity.
What?
I believe it. I mean, look at
That's crazy.
crocodilians. Where
They grow about 12 to 30 inches in length.
Man, they outlive most tortoises. That's crazy. Wow.
It says they lay about 8 to 9 eggs a month after mating. Months. Well, they're laying eggs 8 to 9 months after mating. Hatchlings will merge 11 to 16 months later. That's like a couple. That's past a year. That's like
that's
a
what
year and a
it
half
takes them,
later.
It takes them like 2 to 3 years to actually hatch the eggs. I mean, you figure it takes you 13 years to be able to produce them, and then now you're at 16 years before you're hatching. That's 16 years for something to eat them.
I can barely keep a leopard gecko egg for freaking 3 days.
I think
Right.
I think I can say this with confidence. There will be no way, maybe in 1,000 years, that turtles or whatever will be in the reptile market.
I mean,
I don't think there will be no way.
I mean, with this
For the record, I don't know anything about tuatars. I just researched them one time because some guy was trying to sell them to me. So, because I know I was wrong about the facts.
You
but
was
I just wanted you to know
wrong!
I was wrong because I didn't remember them. That was like 5 years ago that I looked them up briefly because some guy was trying to sell them to me. But he didn't actually have them. He was trying to scam me.
I mean, maybe someday they'll be out there since this breakthrough. Somebody finally breeding one outside New Zealand or hatching it. But yeah, if something like that's to happen, it's gonna take a long, long time, and it's gonna be kind of like the rhino iguana, where it's just not a lot of people are gonna do it, and they're just gonna be
you
super
gotta figure,
expensive.
like, I'm 22. I buy a pair of tuatara babies, and then 16 years later, all of a sudden I'm not good at math, but 38. I'm 38 years old,
And even then, it's a low
and-
chance that you're gonna, eggs are gonna hatch if you even have it.
and now I'm just able to breed them.
With your luck, you're gonna
Wow.
have 2 males.
Yeah, you could just have 2 males.
That too, like, it's like Beat It and Gila monsters. How do you know you didn't sell me 2 males? They're very, very hard to sex, I'm sure.
It's called you probe them.
You probe them.
Have you like a metal rod stuck up your butt? I mean,
It's called you take a metal ride up the butt. Probe them.
Now, Kip, can your dad pop Beateds and Gilas? Just a random side note.
I think so. I think so.
That'd be interesting to find out.
Probably
your dad
just-
can pop just about anything.
Yeah, I mean, for little background, my dad can pop blue-tongued skinks, monkey-tailed skinks. Like, that's crazy. No, like,
Why is
there's
that crazy, Kick?
there's probably maybe, I don't know, maybe he's probably one of the only ones that can actually do, like, it's just really crazy. Just crazy.
Just crazy.
Crazy.
This is the lamest explanation I've ever heard.
Shut up, Wolf. Get out of here.
All right.
This is my podcast.
All right, see you later. Oh, the door's locked.
Oh, door's locked. Wolf
Oh,
can't
no,
leave.
fine.
Okay, he's leaving.
See ya.
Bye. So yeah, what can you pop, Devin?
I
Pop
can't
some
pop.
tabs. Somebody got $20 in his pocket.
I can pop $20 out of my pocket.
Yes.
I'm not good at popping. I once popped a ball python, a couple corn snakes, and I seem to be able to pop baby black throat monitors. I've done that twice.
What is popping? Can somebody explain that?
Popping is when you, I guess you try to see if it's boy or girl. That's the best explanation. It's like a certain way you push on the tail, on basically the butthole, the cloaca, and if it's a boy, the hemipenes will come out, and if it's a girl, nothing will come out. In most things, anyway. Most things.
Yeah, I say monitors, you'll still get second glance of females,
Yeah.
but
Monitors is a little more hard. You gotta look for like the flowering of the whatever.
The easiest. Jackson chameleons.
But some lizards and stuff are pretty easy, you know, like for like veiled
Jackson
chameleons.
Jackson's.
Jackson chameleons are the easiest. Boys have horns, and Wolf just threw a bottle at me.
Don't. Ah.
And you know, and the girls don't have horns. Jackson chameleons, you know, veiled chameleons. The males have like a bump on the back foot. That's pretty easy to tell. Yeah. The western hognose snake is very easy to tell. You just gotta look at the tail.
Leopard geckos have big bulges.
Big protruding balls. Some males do. Some males don't really have much of a bulge.
Remember that one leopard gecko that had really small balls, and we called them the oh my goodness, Tom Brady leopard gecko was Deflate Gate.
Yep.
We were the heart of New England calling it the Deflate Gate leopard gecko.
New Hampshire show, yeah. Pretty good show. What do you think about that New Hampshire show? I think it's pretty good.
New Hampshire?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I did. A lot of crested geckos, but they're still good. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah. There's usually a pretty good variety at New Hampshire show.
Yeah.
All right.
And well, I guess that's about it. Our show's done. Remember, if you want to see what shows we're going to, just look on the Kicksballs website, go to Expos. You can see what shows we're going to next and say hi to us. You can get autographs. They're going to be worth millions soon. Get them soon. And Devin, I have no idea where you're going to be at. So, people, you got to ask Devin. I have no idea. He's a mysterious man. He goes, I don't know.
Wait, I got to interrupt for Reptile Fact of the Day.
Reptile Fact of the Day.
All right, Devin. I just said tip. I messed that up.
Oh, you suck.
Devin, can you give us our reptile tip of the day?
Reptile tip of the day. What do you think? What do you think?
A reptile.
Reptile tip of the day.
Oh, always check your temperatures in your cages to make sure they're accurate. Don't rely on thermostats.
All right.
Bam!
So that'll be the end of our second podcast. Please like and subscribe. We spent a lot of time preparing for these, so if I could get a smashing 3 likes on this video, I'd be happy. And if anybody of you who are staying this long, please write down hashtag Griffin is a nerd in the comments.
What the?
All right. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.